Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, From Zero to Racehorse, where I will document my entire journey from absolute zero to becoming rich in order to have my racehorse. That's my mission, my purpose. Not becoming rich for the status or the cars or houses or anything like that. Nah, I need to become rich so I can buy a filly, train her, and turn her into a champion, a race mare, and I will work hard to make her a symbol. But just like anything else in life, there's a constant. All great things start small. The same applies for humans, for businesses, relationships, and yeah, even empires, for example. And speaking about starting small, there's a small story I would like to tell you guys. Something that happened to me yesterday. You know, last night I was enjoying my break, hearing some podcast while hunting some animals on top of my mare, of course in Red Dead Redemption 2, right? Until I stumbled upon a video. I came across a video that had fewer than 20 views. And it was from a channel I'd never encountered before. I was seeing it for the first time. You know, it was a video from a young man from Spain. A video covering an interesting psychological bias called the Pygmalion effect, and why we shouldn't tell our objectives to other people. And I felt an indescribable familiarity when I saw that thumbnail, to be honest. You see, I don't know who that young man in the video is, nor have I ever seen his channel before, but the thumbnail in the video was him talking to the camera with a rudimentary background and a green screen behind him. Yep, there was noise in the video, and guys, in a way, I saw myself reflected in that thumbnail. And it's funny because in the past, I would have judged that video, that thumbnail, arguing that it's unprofessional, that the image is noisy, that it's poorly structured. But yesterday, when I saw the video, the first thing I did was smile. I feel proud for that young man. And think how great he is, because he's trying. So I clicked on the video, and I listened to it in the background. And I noticed that his diction wasn't perfect. His videos weren't very well structured yet. And there was a certain, insecurity in his voice. And I'm sure that his mind was telling him that he shouldn't be doing that. Surely, deep down, the voice was telling him that he should stop making videos because he was making a fool of himself, and that people will judge him for not making perfect videos, or because he sounds insecure, or similar things. But despite those voices, he kept recording and talking about the Pygmalion effect. When I started to reflect on it, I realized almost immediately that in the past, I used to judge videos like his. I thought I was superior because I believed I knew what would be the best for that channel. Lost in arrogance, I was unable to see that no beginning is great. But yesterday, I finally understood it. And firsthand, I understood that criticism doesn't come from above or from your level. Criticism will always come from people who aren't even trying, who are afraid or anxious about the idea of doing what you do. So they must validate that fear, rationalizing it, and turning it into attacks against you. But I want to believe that I'm no longer that person who criticized without doing. You know guys, today I see the friction one feels when exposing themselves to the world in front of a camera. Voluntarily exposing yourself to being the target of mockery, doubts, and hesitations. And repeatedly hearing that voice that tells you to give up, that your dream is ridiculous, and that this is all a farce. And then, I understood that behind that thumbnail, behind that noisy video from using a phone camera, and behind that insecure speech, there are also dreams, aspirations, effort, and fears as big as or bigger than my own. You see, yesterday I understood that I used to be like the people today I criticize for judging you or criticizing you for trying. I used to believe that I was superior, that I knew exactly what he should do. But in my arrogance, I never asked myself, if I am so sure about that I'm such an expert, why am I the fool that's criticizing instead of doing? So today I'm here, day 15 of getting rich so I can buy my race mirror. You know, I decided to take that risk, and I realized that nothing is perfect at the beginning. And when I see that my own videos are poorly structured, are poorly edited, and the image quality is, at best, mediocre, I realize that the gift that perfection gives you doesn't come from planning or thinking. The biggest gift that perfection could ever give you is taking action, embracing the cringe, embracing the idea that you won't be perfect in the beginning is exactly what will make you proficient or even an expert in that field of human endeavor. But for that, you need to shut that voice that's telling you that you're better than others and that you somehow know exactly what the others should do, even though you never did it. Because if you were truly engaged in that activity, or if you already succeeded at it, you wouldn't be able to criticize someone who tries and fails with the same harshness you once did when you were just starting out. And listen, if there's only one thing you could say from this video, then make sure it's this. Do not be strict with others, intolerant with yourself, as that will prevent you from seeing your own potential. Instead, be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. That way, you will understand others' efforts and make them your own. Only then, you begin to reach your true potential. And yeah guys, that's all I wanted to tell you for this video. As for the roadmap, that step-by-step guide of what I should do to achieve my purpose of becoming rich so I can buy my race mirror, well, I'm pleased to announce that I finished the script. In other words, I will start recording as soon as possible. I believe the video will be ready by Friday, maybe Saturday, more or less. Well guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you back tomorrow. May you have a most excellent Wednesday. Yeah, for real. Bye-bye.